Maria provides critical and life-changing services for low-income indigent women, ages 18 and above, and for their children from Harris County and the surrounding 12 counties. Our women face many challenges within their recovery, including histories of trauma, criminal justice, and involvement with child protective services. The homelessness or housing instability is one of the biggest problems that they face. Their children and families struggle with these issues as well, and so together we support the entire family unit on their recovery journey. During our windshield survey, we discovered the majority of the homes showed signs of disrepair and destruction. The residents were mostly middle, working, or lower class residents. There are pedestrian walking signs, school zone signs, bayous for natural boundaries, highways and railroads. However, some were vandalized, damaged, and show signs of littering and destruction. There are 4 parks in the area with large fields, which include swing sets, gardening centers, watering areas, and trails. The main form of transportation consists of the metro bus system and cars. There are areas containing many restaurants, food trucks, fast food restaurants, and mini bars. There is a high prevalence of liquor and smoke shops all around the East Texas area. There are also service centers including pet clinics, dentists, pharmacies, and dialysis centers, 3 washaterias, and many beauty salons. The largest service center noted is the automotive repair shops, which are conveniently found on almost every street or corner. Schools include Scarborough Elementary, Ethel R. Coop Elementary, Patrick Henry Middle School, and many others. There are more than 5 worship centers that exist within the community, representing a wide variety of religions. Stores and supermarkets include El Arrojo, Mi Tienda, Fiesta. These stores support and supply the WIC food list items. In addition, the East Texas also has a WIC office within its boundaries.
100% of the Santa Maria hostel population is female, while East Texas is almost evenly split. The 2 majority races or ethnicities at Santa Maria Hostel are non-Hispanic whites and non-Hispanic blacks. In comparison, the surrounding neighborhood is predominantly Hispanic at almost 75%, with non-Hispanic blacks the next most common race in East Texas. The majority of children at SMH are between the ages of 0 and 3, and the majority of the women here at Santa Maria are between the ages of 19 and 45, with 27 to 45 being the largest age group. Only 1% of the ladies here at SMH are between the ages of 17 and 18. In East Texas, more than half of the population is between the ages of 18 and 64. About a quarter of the surrounding neighborhood is comprised of children and adolescents, with older adults, 65 and over, forming the smallest age group. 100% of Santa Maria hostel ladies reported incomes of less than $25,000 a year. In comparison to East Texas, more than 50% of the population earns more than $25,000 a year. Lastly, while no data about educational status was available for Santa Maria Hostel,
after the community assessment conducted with the women of the Bonita House, we determined the biggest concern was related to substance use and its detrimental effects on these women and their children. Throughout the identification of this problem, we were able to plan our interventions and provide care in ways that were unique and applicable to these mothers. Our efforts were pointed to target the areas of significant impairment. We addressed their health concerns and answered questions that they have not had the opportunity to ask. We worked with our mothers on interviewing skills, child CPR, safety, stress reduction techniques, and many, many more to encourage the journey of recovery.
The educational theory that applied to our community at the Santa Maria Hostel was cognitivism. This educational theory is related to Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development.
Women with Children is a 60 to 90-day substance abuse treatment program for women who have children or are currently pregnant. These women are offered the opportunity to complete this program while maintaining custody of their children, or to satisfy requirements of the courts. We spent the majority of our time educating these women on maternal and parental safety and skills. For our nursing diagnosis, we chose risks for injury related to lack of knowledge regarding child growth and developmental milestones as evidenced by expressed maternal concerns, observation of improper child care, and prevalent socioeconomic risk factors.
As a result of this activity, the participants of the WWC group will demonstrate knowledge of 5 developmental concepts and will be able to arrange the milestones in relation to safety concerns with an accuracy score of 75% or better. Through this intervention, we are going to provide and implement the child safety educational game and demonstration of new parenting techniques. For our evaluation, We expect our women to be able to express understanding of safety hazards specific to the age groups of children. The group members must actively participate in the child safety educational game for the entire 30-minute duration, and the moms are to be able to demonstrate and integrate applicable methods for their own family structure, such as new holding positions for the protection of the baby's neck.
BAMBI stands for Baby and Mother Bonding Initiative. This program provides housing and supportive services to new mothers and their newborns that are referred from Texas Department of Criminal Justice. The main goal is to reduce recidivism and promote healthy parenting, recovery, and life skills. The nursing diagnosis is knowledge deficit related to balanced nutrition as evidenced by expressed desire to learn, asking frequent questions, observing unhealthy eating patterns. Large percentile of women observed to have central adiposity. Our objective, as a result of this educational exercise, each mother will repeat all the proper nutritional serving sizes and examples of each food group by the end of the class. Our intervention, we educated and received proper learning feedback from the women on the importance of a nutritious and balanced diet. The women were also introduced to several stretching and exercise options to go along with the nutritional education they received. They will express the understanding and importance of a balanced nutrition along with safe exercise. These women will participate in matching and grouping different foods into the correct food group. The women were able to match and identify correct examples of foods in different food groups, as well as correctly identify the correct serving sizes of each group of foods. The women were also able to identify healthy snack options to replace unhealthy options and identify and demonstrate an example of a full balanced plate containing all food groups and their proper portion sizes.
The Women Helping Ourselves program is a 180-day minimum program that is a treatment alternative to incarceration for women in the Harris County jail system with substance use disorders who meet specific program criteria and are either pregnant or newly postpartum. The ladies participate in a variety of classes designated to address chemical dependency, criminal thinking, life skills, relapse prevention, parenting, anger management, and women's issues. Our nursing diagnosis for the Women Helping Ourselves group at Santa Maria Hostel was an effective individual coping among WHO women related to inappropriate response to stressors as evidenced by verbal outburst in class, observed ineffective anger management, and expressed desire to learn. Our objectives are, as a result of this educational intervention, the WHO women will be able to identify 5 helpful coping techniques to utilize when faced with anger-inducing stressors by the end of class. Our interventions include demonstrate different techniques to reduce stress, including meditation, mindfulness journaling, and relaxation yoga. As you can see in 3 of the images here, the ladies were engaged in learning and practicing new relaxation yoga poses that they can implement into their daily lives to cope with stress and anger. In the bottom right picture, the ladies are practicing mindfulness and participating in a deep breathing meditative exercise in the group room. The evaluation criteria for the group interventions include 1. Observe for improved skills in coping with stress, such as verbalizing opportunities to apply new content to personal experiences and identifying sources of personal stressors. 2. Active participation during class demonstrations of meditation and yoga relaxation techniques. And lastly, 3. The women will demonstrate understanding of new coping mechanisms by properly associating examples during group matching game.
Every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m., the pregnant and postpartum clients were able to participate in a family program that promotes healthy family relationships and bonding. During this program, the mothers, fathers, and children are split up into various groups for the portion of the time to learn specific techniques and skills to implement within their families. The mothers spent time learning about pregnancy and motherhood. The fathers are mentored and educated about fatherhood and the vital role of fathers in the family model, and the children get to spend this time with all of us, receiving attention and devoted playtime.